So back in the 1960s, a British psychologist named Peter Wason, he
Hmm.
ran a series of experiments showing that people tend to seek out information that supports what they already believe and ignore
Yeah.
what contradicts it. And he called this confirmation bias. So he said it's like we carry around an unconscious highlighter, and it only lights up the ideas that reinforce our current worldview. So he says it's not just like a mistake in logic, but it's a deeply rooted tendency in the human mind to protect its worldview. And
Interesting.
then, yeah, and then later research, particularly in the field of cognitive psychology and behavioral economics, it confirmed how pervasive this bias is. It's like it's everywhere. It's super common. It's like you have to fight against it if you want to try to see truth, right? So that's confirmation bias. Now there's something called motivative reasoning, okay, which is it takes it even a step further, Raghunath. This was like in the 80s. There was a psychologist named Ziva Kunda, and she wrote an influential paper called The Case for Motivated Reasoning, which explored how people use reasoning not to find truth, but to reach conclusions that align with their desires and emotions. So if something threatens our comfort zone, we may twist the facts, sometimes without even realizing it, to make the conclusion feel safer or more convenient. So much of what we call thinking is actually just justifying. We're not always trying to discover the truth. Sometimes we're just trying to stay emotionally safe.
Mm.
And so we often believe we're being rational, but we're actually just being selectively rational. Our reasoning is guided by what we want to believe. So this and it's said that this concept overlaps with theories of cognitive dissonance, right? Which also describe how we adjust our thinking to avoid discomfort.
Right.
In other words,
Yeah.
I'm looking for the truth that fits my desires or my worldview or what I'm comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with a spiritual path that's going to challenge me in a particular way. And each spiritual path comes with its own kind of ontological truths. So I'll accept the ontological truths that fit in with how I want to live or practice. It's not a sound way of going about finding truth.